You need this is the conversation complimenting DeJounte Murray.
You know who I think compliments DeJounte Murray?
Josh Primo.
Yeah, well, another guy that I forgot we were apparently in talks to acquire.
Who?
Domantas Sabonis.
So is that like an actual? Yes, that he
That's
does.
a rumor,
Okay,
but I don't know if there's any validity around it. I just remember
he is getting shopped right now.
Yes, he is. So is Miles Turner, and so is I think Brogdon.
I'd trade Jakob for both of those guys. I'd trade
Me too.
Jakob. I'd trade Jakob and Lonnie and like a second round. At this point, you don't want to give up this year's first round pick just because it could be really nice. But
Yeah, no, not
honestly,
this year.
I don't know, man. Because
The
if you
next
could,
2 years?
if you could get Sabonis, tell me
Yeah.
about this. Domantas Sabonis, you get him, you trade Jakob Lonnie this year's first round pick. What are you saying? I honestly don't think that's that bad.
It's not horrible because if we don't have the number 1 or number 2 or if we're not in top 4, we're not going to get one of the big guys that can really make a difference, which is Paolo, Chet, and your guy. Who do you like? That's the 4. He's like
Are you talking
6'10".
about? Well, you said Paulo Chet. Oh, and then Jabari Smith from
Smith.
Auburn. He's probably going to be the number 1 pick.
Yeah, those 3 guys are going to probably go in the top 4, honestly. Maybe top 5. So if we're not in the top 5, I wouldn't mind going after Sabonis. I love Sabonis, but I would much rather give up either next year's or the year after's first round pick. If
Boudet says heck no. And look, I respect it, and I like this. We need Primo to grow. Keep growing, Primo. But here's the thing. Here's why I'm okay with it. And if y'all think I'm crazy, it's like respect. But Domantas Sabonis is 25 years old. He is on the DeJounte Murray trajectory, and I feel like, but this is a good point too, Eric. I mean, he is often injured. It's usually little injuries, so it's not something that like plagues him for the entire season. But that is something that would come with it. It does seem like he's out a lot. But at the same time, I mean, right now he's 5th in the league in boards, 30th in the league in scoring. I know that doesn't sound too crazy, but really, like all things considered, how many players are in the NBA? That's really, really good. And he's top 40 in assists as a big man too.
Yep.
So
He's
19, 11, and 5.
He's a guaranteed double-double every night.
And it's actually 11.9, so 19, 12, and 5.
He can score at all 3 levels. He is a much better rebounder than Jakob
He would
Poeltl.
fit more than Jakob.
He's more mobile than Jakob. He's obviously not as good of a shot blocker as Jakob, but he's still not like a slouch on the defensive side of the ball either.
Let me see what his...
He's a very capable defender.
So we are in the 2021-22 NBA season. Yeah, he's only got a quarter of a block, but you want to know something crazy? He's averaging a steal. He's averaging 1 steal a game. So he can get his hand in there.
And he's one of those under-the-radar fringe all-stars every year, similar to DeJounte Murray. So as far as that's concerned, they would fit together.
So Eric says he's in.
Appreciate you, Eric.
Yes. And hey, look, if you say no to the first round pick, I completely get that. But I feel like that's a trade that
here are my keys.
Indiana, what'd you say?
You said here are my keys. Eric
did. But that's a trade that Indiana might accept. But here's the problem. Apparently I saw a report, and who knows with all these reports, but I really did see that the Kings might be willing to trade De'Aaron Fox for Sabonis. But I feel like if they were going to do that, that would have already happened, in all honesty.
Yeah. I don't know why they're so quick to give up De'Aaron Fox. I think he's like a really nice...
I think they've just been trying it for a while, and it's not working. And
it's the Kings.
Yeah.
It's the Kings.